Radical.
Welcome to Flea Market Stories, documenting one man's journey to the world of flea marketing. I'm very behind on so many things. Not just on YouTube, I'm behind on opening boxes from Goodwill, getting stuff ready for the weekend. I'm behind on going through and getting ready some stuff from this $400 lot of stuff that I bought from this guy. Good stuff too. Good stuff. I almost don't want to sell any of it because I want to feature all this stuff in installments of Show Off Saturdays, and then I'll sell it. I'm actually keeping a track of how much money I'm making off this $400 lot. I've already made $45 off that $400 investment, and I barely even had some of the stuff ready to go. So I might wind up making thousands off of that $400 lot that I got. It's truly an amazing lot. But yeah, I'm going to go over. I've got written down all the sales I had from Saturday, October 22nd and Sunday, October 23rd. I'll go through all the sales, and if it's a meaningful type story along with it, then I'll share that. How about that? That might be the new format. I'm just going to go through the sales that I documented here, and I might skip over and not talk about that in detail. Saturday, October 22nd, a light up Halloween sign. I didn't even know it lit up. Somebody was going to buy it anyway, but really took it over the edges when they said, hey, do you have a battery to test this out here to see if it lights up? And I was trying to get rid of my Halloween stuff. I was. And when did I get rid of let's say, okay. Yeah, okay. So I sold that for $1, but later on, I wound up selling all the Halloween stuff I had in a lot for $15. And I let it go. I let it go because I had to let it go because it's Halloween stuff, right? So I was happy to get rid of that. They wanted the decorations for their house. Madden 15 on 360, I sold for $50. I'm just kidding. Saw that for $5. Still a good price. Getting $5 for Madden 15 on 360. Hey, it's a sports game. Car magazines, I sold 2 for $2. Fallout 4, I sold for $20. Can't recall if that's the PlayStation 4 version or the Xbox One version. I think it's the PlayStation 4 version. Shadow of War, I sold that for $15. Guy came by and asked me, hey, do you have Shadow of War on Xbox One? Now, what's the odds, out of 20 Xbox One games I had for sale there, what's the odds that I would have Shadow of War and on the Xbox One? I was just really happy to be able to have that for that guy. And that wasn't that great of a sales day. It was not. I'm looking at the sales here. I mean, it's not a terrible day, but still wasn't that great. Switching over to Sunday though, that was an interesting day. WWE 12 I sold for $20. Halo 4 I sold for $20. So those were great sales. WWE 12 on the 360. And that wasn't even in amazing condition. Like the artwork for the game wasn't in amazing condition. But I was really happy to sell Halo 4 for $20. Because Halo 4, that is a game regularly that you see selling for well under $10 online. It's a very common game. And it's an old game by these standards right now. So the fact I was able to sell it for $20, hey, SOC, whatever SOC is, I sold that for $3. Bags I sold for $2. Bags? What kind of bags did I sell? GTA 5 I sold for $20. I've been out of GTA 5 for 360 for about 2 weeks. Yeah, I gotta make sure to keep myself stocked in that one. A glass item? What was that? Okay, I remember what that was, but I don't remember exactly how to describe it. GTA 5, wait a second. Oh yeah, I sold 2 copies of GTA 5. I sold GTA 5 on 360 and GTA 5 on Xbox One. There's an interesting little tidbit connected to that I'll go into in a second. Black Ops 360, I sold that for $20. And JFO, I sold for $15. Whatever the hell JFO is, I'm gonna tell you. I don't know what his name is. Um, let's see. Gaming nerd? Let's just call him gaming nerd. I know there's a lot of gaming nerds out there. But the gaming nerd, oh, well, it's maybe like a little harsh, you know. My helper. I'll just call him my helper. My helper has been really, really, really helpful. At one point, came by the table. He was just kind of annoying and he would not leave. But since that time, you know, it's a great asset to have this guy at my table because, you know, I can leave the table for a minute or two and this guy, he's very trustworthy, incredibly trustworthy. You know, like, you ever meet somebody and you're like, okay, this is the kind of person I could have watch my shit. You know, that happens maybe one out of like 100 times where you meet somebody, you're like, you know what, this guy is trustworthy. There was another guy that came by, and I had seen him in a while, and I owed him some store credit, $20 to be exact of store credit. Well, two things. I took him back to the trunk of my car to give him a sound bar, which I was pricing at $20, but you know what? That was his store credit. I owed him, so I gave him that. And then I brought him back to actually show him the issue I have with my subwoofer. And since then, it's not as bad, but I was having a farting noise from my subwoofer, and I wanted him to hear it, right? Because he told me he knew a lot about like car audio, stuff like that. You remember earlier when I said, like, what's the odds of me having 20 Xbox One games, somebody coming by, and me having the one game that guy would need? What's the coincidences of me leaving my table for a minute or two each time I went back to the table, my helper had money waiting for me. The damnedest thing. He had money waiting to give me. I thought he was joking at first, right? He's not really like that funny or comical of a person. He's more of like, you know, straight laced, straight faced kind of guy. Doesn't joke a whole lot, right? But I came back and he had $25 to give me. And he says like, what did he say? I sold GTA 5. No. He said, somebody came by and wanted GTA 5 and I sold it to him. And I was like, for real? Okay. It was GTA 5 for Xbox One. And then I went and I was back with the guy for 2 minutes, showing him my issue with the subs. I came back. Oh, hear that sound in the background? I think that the Division is installed. I'm testing some of the Xbox One games. I test all the games. I manually install them to make sure that they install before I sell them. I go the extra mile. Okay? I don't even know if the professional game stores do that. I take the time to personally install all my games, you know? But, yeah. The second time, I go back, and I'm thinking, this has got to be a joke, right? But he hands me $20, and then he says, another guy came by, and he wanted Black Ops on 360, and I sold it to him. At this point, I'm like, damn, this guy has made more money than I have today in a couple minutes.